Hello you all, welcome back. My name is Jay. Welcome back to my home. Happy 2024. I'm so glad you are joining me again for another clean with me. This video was filmed partially on the day after New Year's Day, so January 2nd in the morning when I had to go back to work. My kitchen was an absolute wreck from the holidays. This took me right around 2 hours to get done, and I had a meeting that I had to attend, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in and get started. I hope you all had a great Christmas. After Christmas, New Year's, I myself enjoyed a very quiet holiday season, but it was absolutely wonderful. I'm just now starting to feel ready to get back in the swing of things and get back to work and living instead of just being a couch potato. Although in a perfect world, I would be one of those forever, but I'm back in the real world now and back to work. I'm not going to do too much chatting in this video. It is a bit longer because, like I said, my kitchen took me forever. But I do want to talk a little bit about some resolutions. I did make some very easy, attainable resolutions for the next year. But we're going to talk about those and just catch up. And I'm wearing my headscarf. I didn't even realize I was wearing this in this video, in this part. So I do apologize. That is the scarf I wear when I am in the house. I don't even remember having it on. If you are new here, welcome. Like I said before, my name is Jay. I own this home. I live in Maryland, and I post a video, I would say, about every week and a half. So every 7 to 10 days. So maybe 3 videos a week, 4 to 5 if I'm not too tired, but I post about every 10 days. And on my channel, I just post cleaning, organization, and some projects. And for the new year, I really want to get a handle on my cleaning because this base level clean, I want to stay on top of. I can't focus on deeper cleaning and projects and really doing that deep organization and putting good systems in place if I'm spending all my time cleaning the first layer of my house, just getting the dishes done, vacuum, wipe down, stuff put away. So I'm trying to make it a habit to just do that every day. And I know it sounds like a lot cleaning every day, but I think that's just a consequence of owning a home and having things, right? And that's how I'm trying to look at it this year. Cleaning is really a chore to me, and that's kind of why I started my channel, because I didn't find a lot of people, like young adults, single homeowners in my age range that don't have kids. And also it really does motivate me to keep my house clean because I am a very messy person. So if you are new, welcome. I'd love to have you subscribe and watch some of my older videos. Stick around so you can watch some of my newer videos.
I wanna wake up in the morning with someone new. I wanna do the things they say we shouldn't do. I wanna wake up in the morning with someone new. Live life like it's a prison, break the rules. I wanna wake up in the morning.
To clean out the dishes, I'm using this EOS cream cleanser that I purchased from Wegmans, which is a local grocery chain here. I did have one champagne glass actually. I bought some edible glitter for New Year's, which was so fun. I really recommend edible glitter if you've never tried it, which I can imagine a lot of people haven't, but it was super cool. And but the glitter was stuck in the bottom of the champagne glass. So I set that to the side and I'm using this cream cleanser to scrub out my sink. Like I said, I purchased it from my local grocery store, but my favorite cream cleanser is the Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleanser. I haven't repurchased that in a long time because they don't sell it in stores. I think you can get it marked up really high on Amazon or Grove Collaborative, but this is a really nice cleanser. So if you have a Wegmans nearby and you haven't looked at their cleaning supplies, you are really missing out. And of course I got it all over my arm. You'll see it on the back of my shirt later. Just a whole mess. As we are working on this sink, which is only 2 years old and quite scratched up, so I gotta say I'm a little disappointed with that. But anyways, we'll chat New Year's resolutions. For my future videos, I'm trying to balance my talking with music, but as you know, or you may not know, but I love chatty videos. I don't really understand the point of a video where people aren't talking because I can just put on a screensaver on the TV, if I don't want to hear anything. So, but I'm trying to, have a good balance so you don't just hear me ramble all the time. But New Year's resolutions. So my big resolutions for the year are to pay off 2 small debts that I have. It's not a huge amount of money, but it will free up a lot of money month to month. And I get paid monthly and then I get paid quarterly for some things. And I just would like to free up some of that money. And of course, my credit will go down, or oh my goodness, I hope not. My credit will go up and I'll have less debt. So I have 2 small debts that I've been kind of dragging out for a while now, and I want to get those paid off. And I want to do one big home project, which is get my upstairs bathroom usable. And by that, I mean replacing the tub and the surround. I painted the tub when I first moved in. I damn near passed out because that bathroom has absolutely no ventilation and it made my chest burn and I couldn't breathe. It was a whole thing. But I painted the tub, but it still grosses me out. So my upstairs bathroom right next to my bedroom, I just use the sink and the toilet, clean my face in the morning with micellar water, brush my teeth, use the bathroom, wash my hands. And I want to get that to be usable where I'm comfortable. So that's my big project. And then I have 4 smaller home projects. I want to finish my downstairs flooring. There are places where it needs to be redone, and that can take me a weekend. I'm going to do the flooring, remove the ceiling texture in my bedroom. It is horribly, horribly textured. You'll see it in this video. It looks so bad, and it's not popcorn ceiling, thank goodness, or it doesn't have asbestos in it. So I need to get that removed. The third project is to repaint the front room of my house. And the 4th project is to reinstall all the doors I've taken down. There are some places like my garage, which is now a storage room. There's a little utility closet in there where I took the door down. I took the bathroom door off of the upstairs bathroom and I put it back on, but it needs to be completely replaced. So there's some door projects around the house, but those are my 4 projects for the year. Downstairs flooring, ceiling texture, painting, and installing some new doors. And then that tub is the one big project. So I think all of that is very attainable. And one of my goals that I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to hold myself to keep it up for if I'm not enjoying it. I want to start selling some candles and wax melts locally. I don't want to take advantage of anybody, so I don't know that I'll kind of market to people online like Instagram or anybody I know, but I do want to try selling the things that I've made. And like I said, if I don't like doing it, if it kind of ruins the hobby for me, I'll stop, but I at least want to give it a good try before the summer is over. So those are my New Year's resolutions. I don't have any goals that I don't think I can meet, such as I want to buy less candles. I say that every year. I don't know if it happened. I don't know. I'm not holding myself to that. I'm going to pick things that I think are really realistic. And by paying off those smaller debts, that should naturally lead me to spend less money in other places. So those are my New Year's resolutions. Do you guys have any? Do you set goals? Do you not? I am indifferent to it. I obviously like doing it for myself, but I don't have any disdain for it, and I understand why people don't. It's kind of a do it or don't for me, but it annoys me when people get annoyed at folks who do set goals. I think January 1st is a really good time to just start fresh. It is great if you're the type of person who can just decide one day, I'm going to start working out. But maybe you need a starting point. Maybe it's the first of the quarter, the first of the month, your birthday, whatever. So I really like when people use the first as a time to set loftier goals. And one day you're going to stick to them. You can set them every year, but it only takes that one time for you to stick to them and come out better than you were when the year started. To clean the kitchen, I'm using the Wegmans brand kitchen spray in the scent Honeycrisp Apple, and I call this my little cleaning caddy. It's just a tray I purchased at Target, but I'm just doing a quick glance to see what all I can remove from there. Just things I'm not using, and I can put them in a spot where they're going to be used. I find it kind of hard to do big declutter videos because that's kind of how I declutter. It's like on the fly. I'll look at a space and I'll decide this is not working for me, and then I'll just go ahead and declutter it on the spot. So I'll see what I can do about producing like a nice declutter video. I know people like to see those, especially at the start of the year, but a lot of the stuff in my house is stuff that I want. Now, I did mention before that I have a lot of the stuff that I resell, give away, yada yada, just all around the house, and I want to move all of that to the spare bedroom. So that may be a declutter type video that I can make. A project I've been thinking of since I bought this house is replacing this coffee bar. So I don't have enough cooking space next to my stove, and I thought of getting rid of this I use it as like a coffee station, and moving my pantry to the corner and keeping 2 cabinets and then putting a bench and a table. So it would be like cutting this into thirds and keeping 2/3 of it and getting rid of the rest. And then I would, where my pantry is to the left of my stove, I would add a countertop there. So I don't know, I didn't put it on my list of projects because I don't even know how to go about finding like a contractor to do that for me. I could probably start by just showing them a picture of what I want to build in that space, and then go from there. But I got enough on my plate. Those are just thoughts that every time I come in the kitchen, I'm like, I should move my pantry, but I just don't know. And a full kitchen reno is just, it's not in the cards. I mean, if somebody's willing to graciously donate, $60,000, I would be more than welcome to get an entire new kitchen. But until then, I just got to work with what I got. After I'm finally done with all of the cleaning, I'm gonna go ahead and get these floors cleaned. And of course my vacuum died, which just it pissed me off so bad. I don't know what it is about the vacuum, but when it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, it just makes me like irrationally annoyed. I don't know why. It's like when you have to change the filter on it, it's like, are you serious? Come on. But I switched over to the broom, which is fine and probably a little bit better. And then I'm gonna use my O-Cedar spin mop and my Mr. Clean multi-purpose solution to mop these floors. And of course I'm wearing my mop shoes. I was rushing at this point because I was 2 minutes late for my meeting and I ended up logging on 4 minutes late total, but it was totally fine. But yes, I was rushing because I did have to go into work. I do work full time. I have a hell of a commute, but I make pretty good money. I work with computers, so nothing glamorous, but it pays the bills. It was so nice to finally see all of my counters again and not be pushing crumbs around on the floor. And after we finished in the kitchen, this was on January 2nd, like I mentioned, we're gonna move on to a few days later, and this is a true speed clean. I had come home from work and I had to go to the gym in less than an hour and a half, but I didn't want to spend my weekend doing this like surface cleaning, this tidying, this weekly routine. So I got it all done in about an hour and a half. So I was truly rushing around because I pay for my boot camp classes and I was not going to miss one. So whenever I refer to my front room, this is the room that I'm talking about, and I just put all the laundry upstairs. It'll be taken care of in a minute, and I just went through my work bag really quick. I had some crackers, some crumbs, some trash in there that I wanted to get cleaned up. And this is a pile of stuff that I want to give away or sell. So I'm moving it all into the spare room so that, again, this stuff is just not taking up space in the parts of my house that I want to be solely dedicated to things that I love and want to keep. So I'm just moving all that out into the spare room. I store all of my outdoor decorations for the porch and wreaths and things like that under the stairs. It's really nice actually that there's a closet under the stairs and it goes all the way back so you could crawl to like the very tiptoe under the first stair, and it's really nice. So I'm putting this tree back in the box and putting that back in that storage closet. That's one thing about this house. I have more closets than I know what to do with, and I like, what a privilege, right? What an absolute dream. But I do have a lot of storage in this house that I'm trying not to fill up. Upstairs in the bedroom, I wanted to get this room aired out, and I noticed some dust bunnies, so I just wanted to make the bed. The sheets were clean. I make sure to clean them every weekend, but I needed to get the dust bunnies taken care of. So I'm just going to use a Swiffer duster, which you'll see, and of course get all of that laundry put away. The couch in the front room has become my laundry folding station, so at any given time there's a pile of clean laundry down there, and I got tired of picking underwear from the couch when you first walk in my house. So I was like, girl, get your laundry upstairs. Come on. That's how I talk to myself. I'm like, come come on, put your laundry upstairs. But of course I picked the afternoon where I was in a serious time crunch to decide to do this, because why not? I'm not a very good bed maker, so please don't be offended. I just try and get it taut so that I'm not rolling around in a bunch of extra fabric when I go to bed, but I don't take it too seriously. And it's one of those things that people take surprisingly seriously, but I am not a serious bed maker. I just want it to look nicer than it did when I got out of it in the morning. Once I get that bed all nice and tight, I'm going to spray some Caldrea linen and room spray just to freshen things up a little bit. Of course, a fabric spray does not substitute a wash, and this one is not a disinfectant like the Febreze or the Tide. It's simply just to refresh the linens and make everything smell a little bit crisper and better. So how are you all feeling about the new year? Is it just, another day come and gone, we keep living, pushing through, or are you feeling a little bit more motivated? Maybe it's like a special time of year. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm crossed my fingers and my toes. I've been having some decent days at work. I just feel more optimistic and I feel way more confident in my role, and I definitely feel like I deserve more, but we've talked about that a little bit. I'm just going to keep praying on that, but I feel good about it. I do have a kind of a timeline in mind of how long I can keep commuting to my job, because that's really the killer on my car, my mental health. My commute is about an hour, and it's for this area where I live, it's not abnormal, but it's long, and it's longer than I've commuted in quite a few years, and it's just really taken a toll on me. So I have to figure out what to do about that, but otherwise I feel good. I feel like I can really make the changes this year that I've already started to do, like going to the gym, taking my boot camp classes, spending less money frivolously. I've already started doing those things, but now I'm like going to kick it into high gear, and I just feel good. I feel good about the new year. I don't know. I'm happy for kind of a fresh start. I do want to start to cultivate more friendships and give the friendships that I've kind of let go a little bit more love and attention. I'm only getting older, and people are only going to get further and further apart, but now that doesn't extend to dating. I'm not ready for that. I don't know when that's going to happen. I want to say I'll try, but I don't know. There are so many options for women now to have children and companions. So I don't know. That's a really big question, and we shall see on that. But I was on Instagram and I saw this. It was like a little short, those like funny video clips. I sound so out of touch and old, but a woman, and it was along the lines of, if you're 35 years old, when you live in the city, that's the equivalent of being 22. When you're in the suburbs, it's like being 45. And that is exactly how I feel. When I'm out here in my house chilling, doing my thing in the burbs, I feel old as hell. So I definitely need to get back out there. But for now, I had to clean, and we are all done in the bedroom, and we're going to move up. I don't show this bathroom often. It's the one upstairs that I want to get the tub replaced. So the tub is behind me. I'm standing in front of the sink, and then there's a door, and there's a full-size tub behind me. The ceiling does slope down, but it's a normal-sized tub that's very old and disgusting. So I'm just going to do a super, super quick clean in here. Really just a wipe down. To make things a little bit easier on myself and to cut down on the amount of excuses I can give myself, I keep cleaning supplies in each bathroom. Of course, everybody can't do that just based on budget or space, but I have 2 bathrooms, and up here I keep disinfectant wipes and toilet cleaner. So no matter what, I can always clean the most important things, the toilet and the surfaces. And same goes with downstairs. As you'll see, I have a little supply of cleaning products already in there. And now we're moving into my office/beauty space. The mirror kept falling on my head. I really only had just a few hair products to put away. I decluttered the downstairs bathroom hair drawer, but I wanted to get this carpet mopped because I sit at this desk to do my makeup, my nails, and I had, as gross as it is, like nails all over the floor. So really that's why I wanted to come up here, and then while I was up here, I just of course decided to vacuum the whole floor, but super, super easy and quick. At this point, I had to be out of the house in less than 15 minutes, but I just couldn't stomach the thought of doing all that cleaning and then coming home to a disgusting bathroom, and it was really bad. So I just cleaned it as quick as I could. I didn't get to steam mopping the floor, which you guys know is my favorite, but I did make sure to clean everything else, and I gave it a good vacuum, which is still something. And that's why my clothes are different, because when I got done cleaning upstairs, I just switched into my gym clothes, and I stopped vacuuming, turned off the camera, and ran out the door. As we start to wind down and I finish up, I just want to thank you guys for watching my videos. I do got some scrubbing left to do, so don't leave yet, but I just wanted to take this time to thank you all. And if you're new here, I hope you again subscribe, watch some of my other stuff. I try to keep it pretty chill around here. This video has, I think, some of the most upbeat music I use, and I try not to use your normal YouTube cleaning music because it just like burns my ears. I cannot stand it. So I try to keep it pretty calm over here with instrumentals, but you know, we gotta get down and get to work sometimes. My Scotch-Brite tub and tile scrubber was getting a little bit old, so I actually bought this barbecue scrubber from the Dollar Tree. I'm sure it was back in the summertime, and I'm using that on on the tile, and it's doing a pretty good job. They have a really abrasive one, but this is the one that's slightly less abrasive, and this tile is old and definitely needs a really good scrubbing. I was doing it a little bit, I would say, sloppier than I usually do. I mean, as you can see, I definitely scrubbed each and every tile, but usually it gets a little bit more work, a little bit more elbow grease, but I had to save that for boot camp this evening.